Alright, everyone. Welcome to my first stream in a while, actually. Not been on YouTube lately because I've been traveling. And I will again be traveling later this week. Oh, also, I got a new microphone. How do you guys like it? I actually kind of want to hear it. Let me. Let Alright, I'd say that's better. I'd say that's better. I like the new microphone. Not sure about you guys. But I'm going to be doing my World Finals review. And in the background, I just have freestyle from the World Finals. Shocking, I know. Trying to think of anything to say. Oh yeah, my next subscriber goal. So my first goal was 100, because I was like, and then we got that, and I was like, oh dang. And then it was 150, which I did not think would take like a month to do. So my next one, I don't think it's gonna happen this year, which is why I purposely did it. Is gonna be 500, because that's a long ways away. That's 50 subscribers less than triple. So if we can do that by the end of the year, I will do something. I will do something. I don't know what, but I will do something. So yeah, I'm just gonna start. So for my review, I'm gonna. All right. For my review, I'm going to we're just gonna start off, go bit by bit. All right. So starting us off, of course, we have. Sorry, I had to move out so I can see chat. If anyone so chooses to chat. Alright. Can I move that? Oh, I can. Alright, OBS is actually really nice. So yeah. Also, I have a new profile picture, so I hope you guys like that. But we are going to start out talking about the stunts. Now, there's the JCB Digatron Smashbot stunt. That was one of the stunts. Then the other stunt was the... What's it called? The Tech Deck Wreck Deck stunt. Not really sure what else to call it. But that's what it was. And so my thought, JCB Smash Ball, that is one of the coolest stunts. Yes, I am a real who. So, I keep on saying when I say who. Alright, my ADHD is not working right now. But Smashbot for JCB was really good. I love that. Tech Deck Wreck Deck, it was really good, and then the truck broke immediately. It was a lot better than I expected. I thought it was gonna be boring, but it was actually pretty cool. But yeah. Alright. Is my mic better? My mic, I just turned it to full. I think that should work. I also don't usually talk loud. I have been... Whatever. Is this better? I'm gonna assume this is better unless you say something else. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the stunts. Then I'm gonna talk about qualifying and LCQ now. All right. First of all, I'm so sad about Jamie Sullivan. All right, thank you. Jamie Sullivan, one of my favorite drivers, one of the nicest drivers I have ever met. She is like my second favorite driver. She's up there with Chris Kohler. My favorite is, of course, Chelsea Van Cleve. You can tell that by looking at my profile picture, of course. Because she's awesome. She's the nicest driver. When I talked to her, she was just amazing. So, oh, I probably should include the... Alright, I'm gonna need to edit the description of this and include this video. Anyway, I'm gonna do that at some point, probably after. But anyway, so sorry, I was very sad about Jamie Sullivan. But, of course, it let Matt Cody, who's on the screen right now, and Colvinard get in, which was awesome. They both did very good. So for the LCQ and qualifying, both of them were really fun to watch. And I was not really expecting them to be so good. LCQ was the best that I think we've ever had. It constantly had close races. It had crashes. It was awesome. I loved it. And then qualifying itself was also really good. I enjoyed watching that, even though it wasn't that important. It was just so much fun to watch. Why is Grade Digger Stars and Stripes having a seizure? Oh, alright, that explains why they had to pick it up. Anyway, so that qualifying and LCQ were both really fun to watch. So yeah. Now, next up, I'm going to talk very sadly about the competition that existed. High jump and skills. All right. Now, no. I don't really know what else to say, but no. They were terrible. They were the worst skills, and I feel like I've slowed down talking. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, but they were absolutely terrible. We're gonna start off with skills because that happened first. But Armando Castro, the defending champion, got last place, and he did not do well. None of the drivers did well. Red Deer lost. What are you, Aiden? Aiden, you have bad opinions like I do, and I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean, me and you agree on a lot of things, which means no one else in the community agrees with us. But I do not know what that means. So anyway, skills though, Armando Castro got last, even though he was, honestly, he was last year's champion. I thought he was going to have at least a good shot. I didn't think he would win, but yeah. This is actually the lowest skill score to win a competition ever. I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly confident Nashville had a higher score. And even though I am biased, Nashville had a better skills competition and high jump. So Tyler then did a backflip on his second attempt and just got just nothing. He didn't get anything. On his first attempt, I don't remember anything. Sorry, I have a nail that's annoying me. Monster Bat Dalmatian, my pick to win. He did awesome, but the problem was he reversed on the backflip too late. So he didn't really get anything. Then Terminal Velocity, he almost got it. If he had just gone like a millisecond after when he decided to slam on the brakes, he would have won the championship. And he still did awesome. Then we have the driver who I thought should have won. Alright. Gravedigger and Thunder Wars made it to the Squid Games, apparently, which is news to me. I don't know if this is a metaphor, but, like, whatever. I feel like MJ Solario should have won. But, I mean, Tristan, I was really mad when MJ didn't win at the start, but now I accept that he didn't win. Because it's not, they both, either way, Red Primer should have probably been third. Tristan winning was very disappointing. Not because, like, oh no, Tristan won. Like, oh no, not that. But it's the fact that he didn't do much. He showed good skill. But, like, no, he didn't. Tristan did not have. MJ almost lost it. And he wasn't even supposed to be here. He did Jamie Sullivan good. Alright, Aiden, this is what I mean, alright? You talk about Squid Game, and I don't understand that, but then you agree with me on something that few people agree with me on about MJ. So, you agree that Bailey Circuit looks good, which I agree with. So, you are turning into me, which is not good in the Monster Jam community, apparently. We're going to talk about high jump next. Let me get the results. I do not care about Sherwin Williams. Here's what I'll do. If I get to 500 subscribers before the end of the year, I will buy YouTube Premium. That's what I'll do. I don't know how much money that costs, but I'm starting to regret saying that. Oh no, I just made a bet with people. Anyway, high jump, the only highlight to me was El Toro Loco finishing third. Jamie Garner, I was so happy that he got third. That made me... I was stoked. Yeah, Thunderoris, last year's champion, again, like with skills, got last place. I feel like a lot of people agree that Tristan should have... So, I think about a third of the MJ community, Monster Jam community, feels like Tristan should have won. A third, and then the rest feels like he shouldn't have won. But it seems like Ryan Anderson and Weston Anderson are the two best picks, other than Tristan, and then there's MJ. But I do agree. Most people don't think Tristan should have won. Well, a lot of people, not most. If you asked everyone in the NJ community, I think Tristan would have the highest ranking. But I think that... I saw someone who said Ryan Anderson should have gotten second. No hate to them, because they're awesome. They're really chill. But, like, he did nothing. He failed. MJ failed, and then he got a really cool move. Ryan just failed. He didn't really do much. Anyway, sorry, get back to what I'm talking about. Thunder Roars got last. Avenger got second to last. I was just happy he... First of all, I was happy he brought out Avenger 2, and I was also happy he didn't get last, because I surely expected it to be, like, National all over again. Sparkle Smash, she might not have been the highest, but she won in our hearts. She had the coolest move I've seen in a long time. That was an awesome rollover. I loved that. That was crazy. Classroom Crusher had a pretty good... I thought that he took the lead away from Thunderdigger. I was shocked that he only got 5th. Then Zombie, he sort of was just there. He didn't really have anything to stand out. No one thought that he beat Ryan, but no one thought he didn't really do anything cool. So, Bari was kind of forgettable. Jamie Garner replaces his son, and he did Zach justice. Jamie got 3rd place, and I was so happy. Jamie was my favorite driver for a long time. I've only met him once, but I really want to meet him next year. Then you have Bryce Kenny Monster Mutt, almost everyone's guess to win. And, he got 2nd. Sorry, I don't even remember what Ryan... I don't really remember what anyone did in skills besides NJ's, I think, 2nd attempt. A backflip and a bunch of El Toro flip attempts. That is true. So what, I remember, like, 1 attempt from every driver, and that's it. I don't remember their other attempt. But MJ certainly had an awesome move. If he could have gotten a backflip, that would have been awesome. Anyway, Monster Mutt, everyone thought he would get 2nd, but... Or, he would win, my bad. But he got 2nd. I thought Camden would win. Camden disappointed me, kind of. But Monster Mutt got 2nd, which... I mean, people weren't surprised by. But then Ryan Anderson, this championship was not even fun to watch. Because it didn't even look like Ryan won. I'm not doubting that he won. I'd be surprised if he didn't win. But it was so boring. Because he basically came out 2nd, did a good move, and then that was it. Alright. Let me get into... We're gonna go... So those are my thoughts on racing and skills. Or not racing and skills, high jump and skills. Now we get into racing, alright? Round 1, JCB defeats Thunder Roars. I predicted that wrong, because JCB had he had a terrible qualifying time. So I thought that Colt, because Colt's been pretty good in racing this year, actually. He's made it to a lot of the finals, just hasn't won. Then Jurassic Attack, my prediction to win, he beat Avenger. Scooby-Doo, and I predicted this. When I was putting it in the challenge, I said Scooby-Doo is going to beat Gravedigger the Legend, because I don't know what possessed me, but last year, Brianna defeated Cody Saucier, and I just thought, I was like, Brianna is an awesome, she's a pretty good racer outside the World Finals, but in the World Finals, she becomes a beast. She is awesome. She beat Adam Anderson, which no one other than me, of course, expected. I was kind of shocked even, but I wasn't surprised, but I'm not sure how to explain it. Then we had Armando Castro defeat Sparkle Smash. I don't remember that race, but whatever. Then we have Monster Mutt Nation defeats JCB Diggertron, which I predicted as well. Well, I hadn't predicted to beat Thunder Roars. Blake Granger was extremely fast. I do not... What in the world is this? Homes Decor or Florin Decor? Oh, either way, I don't need it. I have... Alright, anyways, sorry. Then Jurassic Attack, my prediction to win, beats Zombie, who... Aiden, was it you who said you wanted Bari to win a championship? Did you predict him to win racing, or is that someone else? There was someone in my chat who said that they thought Bari was going to win racing. Or freestyle, but I'm pretty sure it was racing. Anyway, then we had Todd LeDuc, who we all know what happened. He defeated Scooby-Doo. I was kind of sad by that. But, I mean, whatever. I did not predict that. Gravedigger defeats El Toro. Oh, it wasn't you. Alright, well, someone did. Anyway, Gravedigger defeated Ultra. Who drove Gravedigger then? Wait, no. Tyler Menninga defeated, Armando. Then Jurassic Attack, my boy Dalton Widener, who I predicted to win. He gets the win against the fastest qualifier. I was so happy. Alright. Oh, yes, Aiden. You also wanted Colt. You also wanted Dalton to win. My bad. I also said Colt. Well, I did say Colt, actually. Either way, this proves, Aiden, you are just me, but different. Anyways, I almost sprained my foot, cheering after Dalton beat Blake. My foot hurt for the next week, which was very not good. Then we had Todd Leduc beat, Tyler Menninga, which I was happy about, because, Todd, I wanted his retirement season to go out pretty good. Then we had the race that made me almost spraining my foot, not worth it. Well, I mean, then again, we did have the third place race, which I will get to later, but, Megalodon Stars and Stripes defeats Dalton. I wasn't upset, but I was mad a bit. Actually, I wasn't mad. I think upset's a better word, actually. Yeah, fair. You're alright. So, Aiden, you are just my mom if she liked monster trucks. Actually, that's not fair. I don't know what my mom's opinions on monster trucks are, but you are me, but my mom who is obsessed with Halloween. Anyway, Megalodon Stars and Stripes, wins, which I wasn't too upset by, but yeah. Then we go to day 1 freestyle. Dragging its last place, but he had an awesome crash. That was awesome. Everyone had something to set themselves apart. Gravedigger Grandma Kristen Anderson, she sort of didn't, but she had a crash, I guess. Then we have Stars and Stripes Gravedigger, who started off. Matt was severely underscored. He had an awesome run, and I think he should have gotten higher. Then we have Son of a Digger, who I don't even remember what. Oh, I remember. He had a very boring run. I'm not even joking. That's the only way I can describe it. I actually saw something. It was Dennis Anderson reacting to that run, and Dennis Anderson was not happy about that. He was like, "You need to gas it, Ryan." I don't remember that video. I just saw it randomly. Anyways, Classroom Crusher, he broke, if I'm remembering correctly. Then Black Pearl, I don't remember, but I think he got Big Air. Terminal Velocity, who's on the screen right now, he had a very good run for. Yeah, I loved his backflip. John's backflip was awesome. See, someone else agrees with me finally, and I'm not gonna insult Larkin's channel's opinions because they could be good. They could be better than mine, according to the Monster Jam community. But yeah, I do agree. Matt definitely deserved better. Then we have Monster Mutt, who had an awesome run. Bryce Kenny just went crazy. And, well, he had a broken truck. He got Big Air at the start, I'm pretty sure, and broke, which was annoying. So yeah, then we have Lucas Stabilizer, Cynthia Gautier, another one of my favorite drivers. She is also one of the nicest drivers. Love her. Not in a weird way, though. Do not clip that out of context. Anyway, Excalibur, Mike Pagliarulo, he went absolutely wild. I'm not even sure what to say. Mike, just crazy. He had one of the best runs. Then we have Hot Take. I think Weston did better than Zach. So, anyway, Weston went up next. He had awesome air, an awesome crash, 1 or 2 backflips, I don't remember. He had an awesome run. I just remember he had amazing air and all that. Then we have Zach Garner, who I don't get why people think he should have won, honestly. Like, his run was... People say it was 2000s, and I'm like, that's why it's not good, right? And they're just like, that's why it is good. And I'm just like, oh, uh-huh. But runs from the 2000s are not good, guys. I'm sorry. You can cancel me, but, like, 2000s was boring. It only started getting World Finals 9. That's when Monster Jam started getting good. Funnily enough, that's the same year that Feld bought it, but Feld is destroying Monster Jam stuff. Sorry about that. But, you know, Wildside, though, he had a flat tire. He had a very good run, I will say. But I think that he probably should have gotten 3rd on Saturday night. People who think he should have won, I'm tempted to call you clinically insane, but that is about majority of the Actually, I did a poll. I think it's like half the MJ community. All right. Well, that was a quick ad. I agree. Zach Garner, one of my favorite drivers. I do agree. But Blake had one of the best runs I've ever seen. That was insane. Now we're gonna get to Saturday. Oh, the one before was Friday, not Saturday. Anyway, Saturday racing. Terminal Velocity defeats Dragon. I didn't predict that because actually I might have predicted that. I don't know. Cody Saucier is an awesome racer, and I will stand by that till the day I die. Then we have Excalibur on a completely different truck. He had to drive it on Kraken, beating the LCQ winner who had already proved that he was a good racer. So that was a shock, I think, to everyone, but really only because of the lane that they were in. Then we have Gravedigger Primer defeats Black Pearl. Don't remember that race, but I know it happened, of course. And then we have Lucas Stabilizer defeating Grandma Gravedigger. All right, let's move into round 2. Oh, wait. Kristen Anderson is coming back. So technically, when I said Kristen Anderson did good in the racing bracket, she only lost to Wildside, who got second and was a past champion. So, I mean, technically, I wasn't wrong. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. Anyway, so Gravedigger Grandma moves on to round 2, gets defeated by Wildside, as I just said. We have Terminal Velocity beating Classroom Crusher, which was a shock to me, because Camden Murphy's an awesome racer, so I did not expect that. Then we have Monster Mutt, Bryce Kenny, who's on the screen right now. He's proved that he's a good racer throughout this entire year, and he defeats Mike Pagliarulo, who is a good racer, but not as good as Bryce, and honestly, Mike had the best World Finals you could dream of for a rookie, realistically. Actually, not even realistically. Realistically, going into a World Finals, if I was a driver, I'd be like, I want to go into the World... I want to get into round 2 of racing and get top half in freestyle. But realistically, that's not going to happen. Like, look at Matt Cody. Realistically, Matt was underscored in freestyle, I will say, like I already said. But yeah. Anyway... Gravedigger Red Primer, Weston Anderson defeats Ryan Anderson. An awesome race. I was so happy for Weston. Weston's an awesome driver. Then we have Terminal Velocity defeating Bryce Kenny. Bryce, again, like I said, he's an awesome racer, but he's more of a freestyler. But John Zimmer Jr., he said that his worst competition was racing. And that was before the World Finals, so he definitely proved that he was really good here. Then we have... Wildside defeating Red Primer. Both of them are really good racers. I was cheering for Weston, I'm going to be honest. I love it when new world champions are crowned. So I really was like, I want to see someone new get a world championship. But I will talk about that because the finale race did not have any new champions at play. I don't really know the correct wording. But Wildside then defeats Terminal Velocity, advances to the finals. I was hoping for Terminal Velocity to move on. I was hoping Terminal Velocity versus Weston Anderson. That would have been awesome. But John Jr. sadly got knocked out. Wildside, though, moves on to the finale. And third place race, my prediction, Dalton Widener gets third place. I was overjoyed. So it made almost spraining my foot kind of worth it, I will admit. But sadly, on day 2, I sort of just rested my foot in a blanket. And did not get up to dance. Or, well, not dance, but, like, celebrate, I guess. I don't really know. So, yeah, then the finale. Megalodon Stars and Stripes versus Wildside. We all know how this race went down. It was the closest race down to the very end, alright? We had no clue. It was neck and neck. For about the first millisecond, maybe. And then Zach's truck just decided, no, I don't like that. And I was cheering for Todd in this final race. Beforehand, I was not really cheering for Todd, but I would have liked if he got third. I would have been happy with that. I agree. It would have been awesome if Dalton won racing. That would have been fantastic. I would have sprained my foot again. Not really. Don't stay safe. I feel like I should say that. Don't sprain your ankles. Or whatever. What? Did I say I was spraining my... What did I say I was spraining? I almost burned my foot. I think that's what I said. Sorry, I have ADHD. If you could not tell already. Also, I speak really fast. So, if I need to slow down speaking, please tell me. Anyway, Todd LeDuc wins. Easiest race of his life. Anyone could have beaten Zach in that race. I think, yeah, Kristen Anderson could have beaten Zach in that race. That was not a close race at all, so, yeah. I mean, it was interesting, though, I guess, so, yeah. Now we're going to go on to BKT Freestyle. Alright, now, guys. So, last place on this night, Jim Kohler Avenger. He almost saved it. He had an awesome crash. Everyone loved it. I really wish he could have saved it. Then we have Sparkle Smash, who also, like Jim Kohler, she set up for a really good save. She just couldn't get it, sadly. If she'd gotten it, she would have had an awesome chance at winning. Then we have JCB Digatron. There was someone who said that they thought JCB was going to win, and I just wanted to sit them down and say, what's the word? What's the phrase, actually? What? I forget it. I live in Tennessee, and I don't know these southern phrases. But there is a southern... Oh, bless your soul. I just want to say, oh, bless your soul. Anyway, because JCB, Tristan is not a freestyler. The only freestyle he's ever done good at this year, that I can remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but Anaheim Show 6, he got robbed. I want to see Jim win a championship. This was one of my favorite schemes of all time, and I really wish that this could have gotten a championship. Oh, I do have a cat, though, so this is not a bad ad. I'm going to do a ranking of all the ads I've ever seen while streaming at some point. I just thought of something. Anyway, so there's that. We then have, what was I going to... Oh, yeah, Jurassic Attack. Dalton Widener had a very good run. I'm not going to... I think he probably got a bit underscored, but, I mean, it wasn't crazy. His run wasn't too memorable, but it was a very good start off. Then we have Megalodon Stars and Stripes. Had 2 good leaps. Alright, so next up we have El Toro Loco Armando Castro. I don't remember his run at all. I'm assuming he crashed early. Actually, I think I remember him crashing early. I have very distant memories of that. Then we have Zombie, who I also don't remember. I think he broke after doing something. I know that much. Then we have Scooby-Doo. Brianna Mahan was done so dirty. I was so mad. She only didn't get a good score because she didn't do a backflip. Sorry. Sorry if that was loud. I just put the microphone right up to my mouth. Not like in a disgusting way. It has like a protector thing. Not, you know what I mean. Anyway. So Brianna Mahan got done so dirty. One of the best runs of the World Finals, in my opinion. She had everything except a backflip, and they hated her for that. But there are so many fans who are like, but she didn't have a backflip, so why'd she deserve the win? And I'm like, but these are the same people who are talking about Zach Garner should have won because he had an old school run. The hypocrisy in the MJ community is sometimes really annoying. Anyways, then Greater the Legend. Adam very well could have won if he had just simply saved that. Well, not really simply, but if he had saved that, he would have won. I was so happy because Blake was in the lead at this point, and I was like, I want Blake to win. And Adam Anderson, he was just... That was... Yeah. Anyways, Thunderoris, he had a good backflip, I'm assuming. I don't remember his run too much. All I remember was he got good air, which is really awesome. So there's that. And then we have Monster Domination Blake Ranger laying down one of, if not the best run of my entire life. He was crazy. But then everyone, we have the best run in World Finals history. Tyler Menninga goes out there. He gets up on the middle ramp. He is ready. He is going to start off his freestyle run with some amazing skills. Impress all these fans. He goes down. He does it, and he falls over immediately and gets disqualified. So, Tyler Menninga, your defending champion. Literally the only champion who didn't get last place in their tour, or in the only defending champion who did not get last place in their defending championship. Oh, hello, RDN Gaming. We do have the same favorite drivers. We have the correct answer to what is your favorite driver. Van Cleve Sanford. All right, I have not met Ashley Sanford yet, but I'm hoping to. The problem is she's been on Arena Series West every year, so I haven't been able to see her. If Monster Jam doesn't put 14 trucks in Stadium next year, especially with all the new trucks, I'm going to be very mad. I agree. The truck gave out, Larkins, to quickly answer your question before I got back to Aiden. The truck broke. I don't remember what happened. I'm pretty sure he had EFI issues. Someone told me that. I think it was EFI, but yeah. I do agree. Monster Jam should do 2 stadium tours with 14 trucks. We need Blake, Bailey moved... Blake, Granger. Not Bailey. Brianna Mahan, both in stadiums. At the bare minimum, we need 13 trucks in stadiums, but I don't know how that would work. That would be weird. Actually, you just have... No, you just have 3 trucks get an automatic bye, and then you have 5 races in the first round. So they could do that, but I do. The West is not that bad. I disagree. But yeah, you're welcome for the help, Larkins channel. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was right. It was EFI. I'm so happy. Anyway. 13 trucks can work. You have 3 trucks get a bye, and then you have... Sorry, I know there's a delay, I know, but sorry. You just have 3 trucks get a bye, and then you have 2 race. Then you have 10 trucks in the start. 10 trucks, half is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8, and you need 8 trucks in round 2. So yeah, then you have 4, then you have 2, and then you have a winner. So yeah, just to do, because I'm good with math. I don't think they'll do that. I think they probably would do 14. If they do that, they could have... I think what they do is have Shaker on one tour, Bad Company on the other. So that way you have Blake Granger on one tour, Rihanna Mahan on one tour, Bad Company on one tour, and Shaker on one tour. So yeah, that would be very good, because I've heard that Shaker and Bad Company are coming back. I hope that they are in the East, because I might be able to go to a stadium show. I'm not going to say where, but if you can do geography, there's only really 2 near me, near Nashville, because they aren't going to Nissan Stadium. If they do go to Nissan Stadium, I will go to that. But there's a stadium that I'm hopefully going to. All right, this is the big crash I was talking about from Weston. I love that crash. Bailey Circus is a Buddhist friend. I disagree. Bailey Circus is a dog. Buddhist is a dog. Anyway, I have gotten so far away from the World Finals. Anyway, we then if Megalodon is a Buddhist friend, then Bailey Circuit is a Buddhist friend. Anyways, Blake Granger deserved his win. Buddhist friend got the win. I loved that. 2-time champion technically, but I mean, Speedster and ATV champions, I count them more than most, but like, yeah, so technically he's a first-time world champion, I'm going to say, but we need Monster Mutt Rottweiler to win a freestyle championship, so that way Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and Monster Mutt Rottweiler have all won a freestyle championship. So yeah, I hope World Finals is at MetLife Stadium in 2027. I have been told by someone, I was told Nashville has a 2-year contract, so at some point Nashville will get another World Finals, and I'm assuming it will either be 2027 or 2028. But I have also been told that Daytona, Florida, could get the World Finals in 2027. Either way, I will probably be able to go, because I have connections near Daytona, so I will probably. Nice! Congratulations, RDN. I'm so excited for you. But yeah. Rottweiler is one of my favorite. Rottweiler is so underrated. Anyway. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure 2027 is either going to be Nashville or Daytona. So yeah. Yeah, Nashville. When I was told that, I was so happy. I really hope it's 2027 or 2028. But yeah, I'm going to it regardless of what year it is. Daytona, I'll probably go to regardless of what year, because I have family down there. Um, all right. RDN, we can do a little scavenger hunt, all right? How about that? I'm sorry. I feel so bad for everyone in East Rutherford at MetLife, because the problem is they literally were like, World Finals going here, everyone there erupts, and then they're like, oh wait, actually Orlando. MetLife needs to get a World Final. MetLife needs one just to fulfill that promise. MetLife would not be the best place for World Finals. I have to say that, not to be rude. But you can't just say that and then just lie to the people. That's just wrong, in my opinion. Glendale also needs a World Finals. Also, I want to see a baseball stadium World Finals at some point. That is, I would love it. We saw the Superstar Challenge work in Anaheim. Everyone loved that. At this point, we're just talking. We're not even talking about World Finals. So if you just came here for World Finals, whatever. The Wild Slide and Beam, RDN, that was awesome. I did not expect it to be that good, I'm going to be completely honest. But that is 10 times better than I guess I thought it would be. That I personally don't really like the Camo Wild Side, hot take. But in Beam and G, it kind of looks better than it does in person. So there's that. I'll probably use that Wild Side. The stadium is I'll probably use that at my BeamNG World Finals if Zach Garner makes it. Anyways, the stadium is kind of small compared to other stadiums. I think it would, I think, but it would be good for money. East Rutherford, New Jersey, near New Jersey is near New York City, near Philly. It's near these big cities. I do agree. I do think a World Finals in East Rutherford would be good for money, because that's what Monster Jam wants. But I think that a Glendale World Finals is possible, because I am active in the Monster Jam community, but another community I'm slightly less active in is the roller coaster community. But I love roller coasters almost as much as monster trucks, just not as much, just by a little bit. So I personally so there's an amusement park that is going to open up near State Farm Stadium. It's going to be like next door. So once that opens up, I think that a Glendale World Finals finally becomes a possibility. But because they can make money off of it. But East Rutherford, really good. Salt Lake City, though, that's a stupid place to host the World Finals. No one lives there. It's stupid. I hate that they're doing it again. I mean, I'm not gonna... Whatever. It's annoying, but yeah. Wow, how could you? Anyway, everyone knows Hershey Park. Hershey Park is not the best theme park. I will fight you over that. Kings Island. I just went there last week. I got my 50th coaster credit, which isn't an insane amount, but, like, still, I'm so happy about it, because there's no amusement parks near me. This isn't even monster trucks anymore. Sorry. Oh, alright. Kings Island, my favorite coaster is Diamondback. Out of all the 50 coasters I've ridden, I've been to Alton Towers. I've been to Kentucky Kingdom. I've been to, Kings Island, of course. I've been to Cedar Point. Cedar Point, though, Steel Vengeance was closed, and so was Maverick, which I was annoyed by. But Diamondback is the best coaster I've ridden. Oh, also Holiday World. Diamondback is the best coaster. I don't know why we're... Alright, anyway. How long has this stream been going? Oh, 40 minutes. Unrelated question. I do like getting back to Monster... Alright. I will get to RDN, then Aiden. Hooman, quick, unrelated question for your World Finals name. The trucks you want special paints for and Beam, I'll make you your own pack just for... That would be awesome. That would actually be... Alright. Alright. I will... When the World Finals for BeamNG, for my BeamNG tour comes around, which will start, like, 2 weeks from now. August 1st, probably. No promises. But yeah. that would be awesome whenever the World Finals in. I'm going to try and make it in December, but it might be a bit later. So yeah. Just keep your eyes peeled for that, and probably remind me before World Finals. I don't care what anyone says. Technically, it's not my home park. Great Adventure is, but I go to Hershey way more. It's just better. Hershey Park is definitely good. I've never been there. Great Adventure, rip King Dakar. But honestly, without King Dakar, Great Adventure, as good as it is, it's kind of just there. I hope that they get a good replacement. But Hershey Park is really good. Hershey Park is really good. So yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. We got Candemonium, which awesome. They also have Wildcats Revenge, of course. I hope to go there at some point soon. I met someone at Kings Island who is going to go to college near there. They just told me that while we were sitting on Diamondback. I met a lot of coaster enthusiasts there, which is I'm not surprised by, but like, I always get surprised. I'm going to Six Flags Over Georgia also this week, so I'm excited for that. I will send pictures, and hopefully I'll get to go past, like, some arenas or stadiums to send you guys. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pause this. Actually, wait, no, we need to watch the best. We need to watch the best World Finals. All right, everyone. I don't want. Wait, is this Amazon or? Oh no, it's not Amazon. I'm not looking at chat right now because I want to watch the best. Actually, I can look at chat. All right, I can look at chat. Chat, I'm looking at you. I am staring at you through the walls. When it was up, I went on Superman VR course. Oh, is that the one at New England? Did they put VR on that? I think they did. Whatever it is, I am so. I know it was fun for you. Wait. Oh, best freestyle run in World Finals history. All right, everyone. I'm going to respond to these 2 comments. And then the stream shall be over. But yeah, one New England. VR coasters have bad rap in the coaster community usually, just because it sort of takes away from the experience. Especially Ninja at Six Flags St. Louis, but that's just because Ninja's a bad coaster. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, Hershey Park is just built different, better than Six Flags or any theme park company that have more than one park because they only need to worry about a single. I do agree that it does help them. Oh, they're expanding Chocolate Town. Yay. Also, I'm excited because Kentucky Kingdom is technically my home park, and they're getting a new coaster. All right. Have a good day, RDN. So, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Tyler should have won. I agree, Larkin Channel. But yeah. Hershey Park, I'm excited for that expansion. Also, that does help them, but it also means that they don't make as much money. So yeah. Everyone, it was nice watching the video, or watching this stream. I'm not really sure what to say, but yeah, this is the most active stream I've ever had, and I never expected to get to roller coasters here, but here we are. Goodbye, everyone, and I hope you have a really good day, and please subscribe, because I'm just a little guy.